150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
We welcome you to R.A. Faginal Hall on the campus of Elmhurst University as we bring you Blue Jay basketball. Tonight, John Baines and his club takes on the Vikings of Augustana College in a key CCIW battle. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad that you're with us here for Blue Jay basketball. This is a critical game as far as the CCIW conference is concerned. The Blue Jays come in with an overall mark of 15-8, 7-7 in the league. Meanwhile, the Augustana Vikings, you see them being introduced there by the public address announcer, Bruce Hill. The Vikings are 7-16 overall, 5-9 in the league. And now the starting lineup for the Elmhurst University Blue Jays. John Baines, the head coach, now in his 10th season as the head coach. Starting five, Ocean Johnson being introduced, senior. John Itunis. John, a transfer from Triton Junior College, has fit in so very nicely here at Elmhurst University. John is a junior. Matt Wallach, a sophomore. Jonathan Zapinski, a senior. Wes Hooker is a senior as well. The starting five for the Blue Jays. Let me go over the starting five for the Vikings. Matt Hawkins, Matt Hanaszewski. Hanaszewski's a senior. Chase Larson, he's a sophomore. Tyler Knuth, he's a junior. And Daniel Carr, big number 45, is a senior. Carr is 6'9", 240 pounds. Great matchup between Carr and Jonathan Zapinski. Well, the last time Elmhurst played was Saturday, and may have heard about the game. It went to double overtime against North Park. The Vikings beat Elmhurst 79-75, but the big story, Ocean Johnson shattered the backboard early on in the second overtime period. Opening tip here controlled by the Vikings. Now, Ocean in the starting lineup. We're going to show that to you a little bit later on here in the first half, but Ocean landed on his back. He had some soreness. Vikings also cut up pretty good as Carr makes the move underneath and goes to the glass. And it's 2-0 Augustana, but despite being cut up, despite the sore back, Ocean is in the starting lineup here tonight. Head coach Tom Jesse for Augustana. He's a 1991 Augustana graduate. Ocean elevating, no. Carr got the rebound, but he lost control of it. So the ball is going to go to the Blue Jays. Both of these two teams coming off of losses on Saturday. Mentioned Elmhurst losing in double overtime to North Park. Game that took, by the way, over 4 hours. Well over 4 hours from start to finish. Zapinski's putback is no good. Augustana comes away with it. There was about an hour and a half delay for Elmhurst to get the new backboard up, and that's actually pretty quick because the workers who put up the new backboard, the shot is off that time by Knuth, they were not on site, so Elmhurst had to make some phone calls and get some bodies in here to put up the new backboard, and they did a really nice job. It took only, like I said, about an hour and a half to get the new backboard up. And unfortunately, boy, the Blue Jays were getting some momentum, and then the shattered backboard, and North Park went on to win in double overtime, 79-75, and there's a steal by Wes Hooker. Meanwhile, Augustana was in Waukesha, short, Carr with the rebound, and lost to Carroll on Saturday, 85-66. Tyler Knuth had 18 points. Matt Hawkins had 16. Chase Larson had 13 points and 8 rebounds for the Vikings in that loss on Saturday. A little over 2 minutes gone by here. 2-0 Vikings. Turnaround and the fadeaway by Knuth. Tapped around. Augie gets another shot at it. Shot clock reset to 20. Hawkins takes the fadeaway. Back of the iron, no good. Itunis with the rebound. Zapinski down on the floor, as is Larson. Blue Jays come away with it. Elmhurst averaging about 80 points per game. Hooker takes the three, top of the key, no. Carr battling for the rebound. It goes out of bounds to the Vikings. Take another look at it. Wide open three there by Wes, who was right on target. And it was knocked out of bounds there by Matt Wallach. So Augie with the ball. Blue Jays averaging 80 points per game. The Vikings 73 points per contest. Now I mentioned a critical CCIW battle. Elevating Hawkins for three, no good. Offensive rebound Larson. And to the reverse goes Hawkins. So Matt Hawkins, after coming off of a 16-point performance on Saturday, gets the reverse. Hawkins, a 6'1" sophomore from Glenwood, Illinois, went to Mount Carmel. Count the bucket, yes, and one. So Wes Hooker, the senior, out of Downers Grove South, former Mustang, 6'2" with a chance to complete the three-point play. .51 remaining here in this first half as Hooker completes the three-point play, and it's 4-3 in favor of Augustana. 2 20-minute halves tonight. The conference standings, Wheaton is on top, 12-2. By the way, the Blue Jays will have the Thunder this Saturday. Carr, no good, an air ball. Hooker got the rebound. West, top of the key, gives it off to Itunis. Itunis will take the three and in. Nothing but net for John Itunis as he buries the triple. John averaging over 14 points per game, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. Out of Vernon Hills, went to Stevenson High School, former Patriot. In transition, Itunis with the layup. 5 good points for John Itunis, and it's 8-4. Blue Jays off to a good start. Second meeting this season between these two teams. They last met on January 18th. Fadeaway is off by Hanashevsky, and it looks like we've got a foul called here. Who's it on? I think it's on Hooker.
Foul charge to Wes Hooker, his first.
It is on Wes, his first. The two teams met at the Carver Center up in Rock Island back on January 18th. Augustana winning 86-67. As Carr hits the first free throw, so he will have one more here. Colton Gillingham is into the game here for Tom Jesse and the Vikings. Second free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound by Gillingham. Also in the game for the Vikings is number 22, Anthony Cooper. And that shot is good by Daniel Carr. And Carr has 5 of the 7 Vikings points here. 8-7 Blue Jays. Ocean Johnson over Carr off the glass. So Ocean Johnson coming off of that 19-point performance, averaging over 14 points per game. Carr will take the 3, no good. Zapinski with the big rebound, gives it off to Hooker. Hooker with the Euro move, tried to dish it off to Wallach, and it goes out of bounds to the Blue Jays. Ocean Johnson coming out of the ball game, and we've got a timeout on the floor here. 10-7 in favor of the Blue Jays. We mentioned on Saturday Ocean Johnson. Here it is. Tegan Pearson is going to feed it inside, and there you see Ocean with the slam and the shattered backboard, and you can see he lands on his lower back. Here's another look at it, a bit of a close-up. You see Ocean elevating. You see the shattered back. Look at the guys on the bench. But Ocean, he came down on his lower back. It was sore. Got scraped up quite a bit, but he is in the starting lineup. Another look at it there. So Ocean is in the elite category with Daryl Dawkins and Shaquille O'Neal of shattering a backboard. Ocean looks a little bit dazed right there. Looking at his left arm there, had some cuts. But he is okay, and again, in the starting lineup here tonight. And again, kudos to the workers here at Elmhurst University, putting a new one up in just about an hour and a half. Tegan Pearson hits the 3. I was talking to Matt Hoffey, the Director of Athletic Communications, before the ball game tonight. And there's a left baseline jumper. That one is good by Anthony Cooper. And Matt said, I asked him, I go, what happens if another backboard shatters tonight? He said, don't worry, we got 7 extra. So, Itunis Hooker with the putback. We've got plenty of backboards, folks. Let's hope we don't have another shattered backboard. Elevating for the 3, that one no good by Knuth. And into the game is Nishat Dalipi. He came down with the rebound. Here's Dalipi from 18, top of the key, no. Zapinski battling for the rebound, loose ball picked up by the Vikings. By the way, on Saturday in that double overtime loss to North Park, Jonathan Zapinski, boy, did he stuff the stat box. Up ahead, West couldn't quite get it. Jonathan Zapinski on Saturday, get the stat line here. He had a career-high 25 points. Jonathan comes out of the game right now. Wes Hooker comes out as well, but Zapinski, 25 points, a career high, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks. That's in one game, folks. Zapinski not only leads the team, but leads the conference once again in blocked shots. He has 72 coming into this game. He's the all-time shot blocker in Elmhurst University basketball history, and second year in a row, he leads the CCIW in blocked shots. He's got a great matchup tonight against Daniel Carr. 15-9, Blue Jays by 6. Just over 13 minutes remaining here in this first half. Evan Ambrose is into the game, number 5 for the Vikings, and a little 12-footer there by Colton Gillingham. His first 2 points of the game, and it's a 4-point lead for the Blue Jays. 7 minutes gone by here in this first half. So getting back to the CCIW conference, Wheaton is in first place at 12-2. North Park, 11-3. Carthage is in third place, as that 3 balls off by Pearson, out of bounds to the Vikings. Elmhurst and Wesleyan are both tied for 4th at 7-7. North Central is 7-8. So as far as the CCIW conference tournament is concerned, the top 6 teams get in. So right now, Augustana is on the fence. They would be on the outside looking in. Oh, man. A big dunk there by Mikey Hamilton. And the backboard shook, but it did not shatter. Someone ought to make a song. It shook, but did not shatter. All right, turnover here. Vikings now with the ball trailing by 2. 15-13. So the Blue Jays trying to get a home court opening round of the CCIW Conference Tournament. But first things first, a victory tonight and they're in. By the way, into the game for the Blue Jays is Miles Thomas. Tunis brings it out on top. Ocean Johnson for 3, yeah. Nothing but net for OJ. 5 now for Ocean Johnson. Boy, when Ocean and Wes Hooker are playing at their peak, man, that is the best backcourt in the conference. 5-point lead for the Blue Jays, 18-13. Gillingham takes it all the way off the glass, yes. Score it, and he'll come to the line. Colton Gillingham, you'll see the penetration. Splits the Blue Jay defenders, kisses it off the glass, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Nishat Dalipi with the personal foul. His first, he comes out of the game. Wallach comes back in. Out goes Thomas. So Zapinski back in as well. You've got Zapinski, Pearson, Johnson, Wallach, and Itunis out there for John Baines. Of course, Matt Wallach, see the brace on his left knee. Missed the entire season a year ago with that ACL injury. No, he would have loved to have been part of that team that were national runners-up. To the reverse goes Jonathan Zapinski. His first 2 points of the night. 20-16, Blue Jays, a high-scoring first half so far. Just under 11 minutes to go. Blue Jays by 4, 20-16. Ambrose now guarded by Zapinski. A bit of a mismatch there. They get it to Carr. Carr, double team, goes to the one-handed hook. No good, Zapinski with the carom. Blue Jays in the home white with the Columbia blue numbers. Wallach on the drive, and he got hammered from behind. He goes hard to the floor. All of his teammates there to make sure he's okay, and he comes up.
Second team foul.
Tyler Knuth with the foul. It's his second. Each team with 2 team fouls here with 10:31 to go here in the first half. Mark Kruger delighted to bring you Blue Jay basketball tonight. Good ball movement. Hooker left wide open for the 3. A little too strong. Zapinski with the rebound. It's the Wallach. Wallach trying to break free, trying to get some separation. And Carr gets the rebound. Carr with a ton of boards so far this first half. Ambrose on the drive. Ambrose over. Zapinski nicely done. Evan Ambrose. His dad, longtime head coach of the Stevenson boys basketball team up there in Lincolnshire. Former Naperville North player. 20-18. Blue Jays by 2. Zapinski leans in. Carr knocked it away and got it. Gives it to Ambrose. Augie with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Hawkins is back in the game. Hawkins kicks it out. 3-ball attempt here, and that one is good by Anthony Cooper, and Augie leads by 1. Anthony Cooper had 19 points the last time these two teams played up at the Carver Center. He was 6 of 7 from the field, and he knocks down a triple here. Zapinski, he hits. Elbow extended about from 18 feet. Second field goal for the big Texan out of Southlake, Texas. Boy, what a season for Jonathan Zapinski. Blue Jays recapture the lead, 22-21. Tough off-balance shot there by Matt Hawkins, but he got it to go. 4 now for Matt Hawkins. And Augustana recaptures the lead. Ocean Johnson, by the way, had 23 points and 12 rebounds in that last meeting on January 18th up in Rock Island. Pearson, his shot is good. 5 for taken. Both teams shooting well from the perimeter. Elmhurst now recaptures the lead. Backdoor, the lead in off the glass and in by Matt Hawkins. Hawkins with 6. Under 8 minutes remaining here in this first half. And the Vikings lead by 1. Step back for a 3. Pearson, yeah. Take it, Pearson with 8, and he can score in bunches, folks. Pearson, a 6'3" junior from Westchester, went to Nazareth Academy. Timeout on the floor here with 7:42 remaining. A 30-second timeout taken by Tom Jesse and the Vikings. Tom Jesse, just like Coach Baines, a longtime assistant at their respective schools. There you see Coach Jesse in the middle there. He was an assistant at Augustana for 28 years. He became the 17th head coach in the history of Augustana basketball on April 16th, 2021. Of course, John Baines, a longtime assistant for Mark Scherer here at Elmhurst University. John Baines now in his 10th season as the head coach. Coach Baines with a tremendous collegiate career, played 4 years down in Bloomington for Illinois Wesleyan. Made the NCAA tournament all 4 years as a Titan, won a national championship. Over 100 victories in his 4-year career with the Titans. Doing a great job here at Elmhurst. Mentioned a couple of moments ago, national runners-up a year ago. Cooper from 17, rimming around and out. Itunis gets it ahead to Ocean. Johnson guarded by Hawkins. Good matchup right there. We got a whistle and a foul. Or no, it looks like a clock situation here. There's 26 seconds on the shot clock. 7:37 remaining here in this first half. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have a performance from Nicoletta Boyk. She is the outstanding baton twirler. She goes to school here at Elmhurst University. She has been performing at halftime throughout the season at both the men's and the women's games. Hooker put back off the glass and in. John Baines has to be awful pleased. Oh my, now what's going on here? Hooker goes down, and Hawkins goes down, and Wes Hooker is in pain, folks. Coach Baines, you see him standing there at half court. Oh man, now the trainer is out. Blue Jays have had their share of injuries, and boy, oh boy, they can ill afford for Wes Hooker to be out. He had He missed some games with the concussion protocol. And now he is down, and boy, that is an unfortunate situation. But now he is coming up under his own power, and he is limping pretty noticeably, but boy, he's coming off the floor there in a hurry. So let's just hope that they can get to him and he can come back. Miles Thomas, number 11, is going to replace him. Miles is a 6-foot senior out of Chicago. Went to Leo High School. And boy, if it is an ankle, hopefully it's not a high sprain ankle, right? We heard enough about high ankle sprains from the NFL, right? Patrick Mahomes. Congratulations, by the way, to the Chiefs, right? Knocking off the Eagles. So Wes is being attended to there by the trainer. And Wes is going to get called for the technical foul. And so coming to the line for Augustana is Matt Hanaszewski. Senior, looking for his first points of the night. He averages over 7 points per contest. So he hits the technical, and for Matt, his first point of the night. He'll have another technical here. Blue Jays by 3. Second technical is also good, so it's a 2-point game, 29-27. .7:14 remaining here in this first half. The Blue Jays will finish up the regular season Saturday when Wheaton, your league leaders, come to R.A. Fagan Hall. It'll be actually a doubleheader between Elmhurst and Wheaton. The women's game starts at 2. Men's game to follow. That's Saturday, and that's through the fingertips of Hanaszewski. And so Augustana turns it over. We'll have that for you. We'll have both games, the doubleheader, on Saturday here on BlueJayTV.com. So make sure that you log on, or if you're in the area Saturday afternoon, come on by and watch the Blue Jays in person. Again, the women at 2 o'clock, followed by the men. Itunis hits the 3. John's second triple of the night. He has 8. And it's a 5-point Blue Jays lead. Boy, the Blue Jays with 5 made triples here in this first half. 2 by Itunis, 2 by Pearson, and 1 by the other one by Ocean Johnson. Hanaszewski, speaking of threes, back to the iron, no. Long rebound, it goes off the leg of Mikey Hamilton, and will go to the Blue Jays. Nishat Dalipi is back into the game. Still attending to that ankle of Wes Hooker. Johnson penetrating, spins off the glass. Are they going to count it? It was an early whistle. Yes, count it. And a chance for a 3-point play for Ocean Johnson. Good penetration, beautiful spin move. The little kiss off the glass. And a chance for Ocean to complete the 3-point play. Anthony Cooper with the foul, his first. So Ocean, his free throw is good. He does complete the 3-point play. He has 8. Him and Itunis each with 8. Hooker has 7. Pearson also has 8. And a travel violation. So 3 different Blue Jays with 8 points so far in this game. Well-balanced attack. 35-27. Just under 6 minutes to go first half. Pearson holding on the far side. Works through a Dalipi screen. Kicks it back to Dalipi. His 3 is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Chase Larson. Larson into the front court, guarded by Ocean. Into the corner, this is Gillingham. He puts up the 12-footer and hits. Nothing but net for Colton Gillingham, 7 for him. 35-29 Blue Jays. Other action, by the way, in the CCIW, your league leaders, Wheaton, at home tonight, taking on Carroll. Carroll is at the bottom of the conference at 3-11. Here's DeSheepy, turns, pops out Pearson. Thomas holding. Ocean for the shot clock. DeLepe with 1 on the shot clock, hits the 3. Nishat DeLepe with his first 3 points of the game. Illinois Wesleyan is at North Park. And Carthage is at Gregory Arena in Naperville to take on the Cardinals of North Central. Carr with an offensive rebound. Nice bounce pass to Carr, missed the shot, but coming over, Miles Thomas committing the foul. And so Carr will come to the line. You see Carr with a nice cut right there, nice bounce pass, and Thomas with the foul. Carr to the line here to shoot 2. 4:31 left here in this first half as Carr hits the first free throw. Vikings 5 for 6 from the foul line here in this first half. The Blue Jays 2 for 2, well short. Skims the front of the rim, however, an offensive rebound. Gillingham got it, and a 3-ball is good by Carr. So Carr actually hits for 4 points on that trip down the line, down for the Vikings, and it's a 5-point lead, 38-33. Remember, the last time these two teams played, they were tied at the half. Itunis with the drive, it was tied at 39. Put back good for John. Itunis now with 10. Augie broke it wide open in the second half, but that was up at the Carver Center. Wes Hooker getting that ankle taped up. He is walking back now, and he is sitting down on the Blue Jay bench. So that is good news. Vikings turn it over here. And it'll be interesting to see if Coach Baines gets Hooker in, because I'm not a trainer, but that ankle can stiffen up. And a situation with the clock. Back into the game, Evan Ambrose for the Vikings. And I would think that Wes Hooker would want to keep that ankle, keep it loose. So we'll keep an eye on him. There's 3:48 to play here in the first half. 7-point lead for the Blue Jays. Now a whistle and a foul away from the ball here. It'll be on Evan Ambrose. He was battling with Itunis. 4th team foul for Augustana, each team with 4 team fouls. Itunis breaks free. A dozen for John Itunis. Miles Thomas picking up a foul here. And for Miles, that's his second. 42-33, Blue Jays by 9. 3:32 remaining. Blue Jays win this game, they are in the CCIW Conference Tournament. Top 6 teams will play. And a whistle on the drive by Gillingham. And it's going to be on Itunis. You'll see Gillingham on the drive right there. There's the check, yeah, by Itunis. For John, his first. 6th team foul. So next foul for the Blue Jays, and Augie will be shooting. Steal by Thomas. Thomas leans in on Ambrose. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, though. Oh, and Carr comes away with it. Man, the Blue Jays had several opportunities at point-blank range, but couldn't complete. Carr, the drive, and lays it in. Daniel Carr moving nicely away from the ball, getting rewarded with a couple of layups here in this first half. Itunis' pass is picked off by Gillingham. Gillingham will slow things down here for Augie. 42-35 Blue Jays. 2:40 to go. Carr for 3. Back to the iron, no good. Gillingham tapped it out. Picked up by Hawkins in the backcourt. And John, well, now a stoppage of play, a whistle. It was, okay, I think they're deciding whether or not to reset the shot clock. And they are not right now. They're keeping it at, well, now they're putting it at 27. Okay, so they did get a new shot clock when it was retrieved by Hawkins in the backcourt. And checking in for Elmhurst is number 24, Reese Taylor, 6'5" junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Blue Jays get it in, I'm sorry, the Vikings get it into Ambrose. Carr, top of the key, his three is short. Loose ball into the hands of Wallach. Reach in, no call. Wallach tracked it down in the corner. There's a whistle. A reach in on Chase Larson. And for Larson, that's his first. 2:15 left. 15 foul for Augustana. Coach Baines wants a 30-second timeout here. 2:15 remaining here in this first half. I mentioned the Blue Jays will finish up the regular season on Saturday here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. 4:15 start. Second game of our doubleheader. The Blue Jays women's team will take on Wheaton. That's at 2 o'clock. And we'll have both of those games for you here on Saturday afternoon. Meanwhile, Augustana, they have a big one Saturday at home at the Carver Center. They're going to take on North Park Saturday night. That is a 7:15 tip-off against North Park. Remember, North Park is 11-3 and currently in second place. North Park hosting Illinois Wesleyan tonight. The top two seeds, okay, the top two seeds in the CCIW Conference Tournament receive byes, and they would go right into the semifinal round. Seeds 3 through 6 would square off in a pair of quarterfinal matchups on Tuesday. Yet to be determined, perhaps the Blue Jays can host that quarterfinal game. But first things first, the Blue Jays need a victory here tonight to get into the conference tournament. Itunis, guarded by Hawkins. Lost it, but Zapinski got it. 6 on the shot clock. Itunis for 3. Nope. Skimmed the net. 1:50 to go. Ocean Johnson back into the game. Reese Taylor checks in as well. Wes Hooker has not returned since that injury. He is, however, sitting on the bench. 42-35, Blue Jays with the lead. Ambrose trying to work around a Hamilton screen. Kicks it in the corner. Gillingham takes a 3. No. Ocean Johnson with a big rebound. Ocean brings it up into the front court. A little bit more pressure on him offensively now that Wes Hooker is out. Ocean again with a 19-point performance in that double overtime loss to North Park. His shot is up, but he did shatter a backboard. Foul is going to be called here on Hawkins. And for Hawkins, his first, I'm getting a bunch of texts asking to replay that shattered backboard shot by Ocean Johnson. Maybe we'll replay that in the second half. Ashley Liljeberg is our producer director. That is totally her call. She was here on Saturday. She was actually she had the call. She had the camera footage. And so we'll try to get that to you in the second half. Ashley did a great job there. Long day for Ashley on Saturday. Ambrose now. Oh, almost lost it. Puts up the shot with 5 of the shot clock. Wallach got the rebound. Half a minute remaining. Spins into the lane and it goes out of bounds. It's going to go to the Vikings. Good defense by Hawkins. Miles Thomas back into the game for the Blue Jays. Out goes Dalipi. Tyler Knuth back in for Augustana. Matt Hanaszewski as well, number 14. Hanaszewski with the ball right now. Shot clock turned off, 19 seconds to go in the half. Blue Jays by 7. Hawkins steps back, takes the fadeaway three. It was kicked out of bounds by Larson. It will go to the Blue Jays here with 1.2 left. Pearson back in. See if the Blue Jays can get a halfway decent shot here with 1.2 left. Here's Pearson, half-court shot. Goes off to the right just a little bit. 20 minutes in the books here at R.A. Fagenal Hall, and the Elmhurst University Blue Jays leading the visiting Augustana Vikings by a score of 42-35. Unofficial first half scoring. Ocean Johnson with 8. John Itunis with a dozen. Zapinski with 4. Wes Hooker with 7. DeLippe with a 3-point field goal. Tegan Pearson with 8. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, Matt Hawkins had 6. Hanaszewski with a couple of free throws in that first half. Nice first half from Daniel Carr. He had 11 first half points. He was the leading scorer for the Vikings. Evan Ambrose with 2. Gillingham with 7. Hamilton with 2. Cooper with 5. And now here is Nicoletta Boyk, baton twirler, student here at Elmhurst University. We are at halftime with the Blue Jays leading the Vikings by a score of 42-35. Watch and enjoy Nicoletta Boyk. Nicely done there by Nicoletta Boyk. We are at halftime here at RA Fagnall Hall. Take another bow, Nicoletta. Nicely done. Halftime. Elmhurst leading Augustana here at the break by a score of 42-35. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The goal of First Year Seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, like, I think you'd be interested in research. So they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
Welcome back to RA Fagnall Hall. We are at halftime of this CCIW battle, and the Blue Jays lead the Vikings here at the break by a score of 42-35. I mentioned in the first half how both teams were shooting fairly well, and I've got the numbers to back it up. Augustana, 14 of 34, 41% from the field. Elmhurst, 17 of 35, 49% from the field. Blue Jays from behind the arc, 6 of 14, 43%. The Vikings, 2 of 13 from behind the arc, 15%. Each team with 6 turnovers in that first half. Your leading scorers, John Itunis leading the Blue Jays with 12. Daniel Carr leading the Vikings with 11 in that first half. Ocean Johnson and John Itunis, both your scoring leaders on the year, both averaging over 14 points per game. Ocean Johnson leading the team in shattered backboards with 1. We've had no shattered backboards in this first half, thankfully. Meanwhile, looking at Wes Hooker, he was out there warming up, and he looks to be okay. He's not limping at all, and he's standing right next to John Baines, and of course that's the place you want to be, right next to your head coach. Put me in, coach, put me in. So we'll see and keep an eye on Wes if he starts this second half. Again, if the Blue Jays win tonight, they would be in the CCIW Conference Tournament. Top 6 teams would be in. And right now, it looks like the Wheaton Thunder, with the inside track of winning the CCIW Conference. Thunder currently in first place at 12-2. They are hosting 3-11 Carroll tonight. And again, the top 2 seeds in the conference, which if it would end right now would be Wheaton and North Park. Both of those 2 teams would receive byes and go right into the semifinal round. Seeds 3 through 6 would square off in a pair of quarterfinal matchups on Tuesday. If the Blue Jays, there's a whole bunch of scenarios, but bottom line is if the Blue Jays do host on Tuesday, we will have it for you here on BlueJayTV.com. All right, underway here in the second half. Blue Jays with the ball, leading by 7. Wes Hooker in the game, as you can see him driving there. So that is good news for Blue Jays fans, as he was fouled. And so Wes coming to the line. Chase Larson with the foul, his second. So good to see Wes back in there after getting injured in the first half. Wes completed a 3-point play, so he is now 2 for 2 after hitting this free throw from the foul line. He has 8 points. Second one, no good, and Carr gets the rebound. So Hooker, Johnson, and Pearson each with 8 points for the Blue Jays. Itunis has 12. It's an 8-point lead for the Blue Jays, 43-35. Remember, the last time these 2 teams played at Carver Center up in Rock Island, it was tied at 39, and Augie just went off in the second half. So I'm sure Coach Baines mentioned that at halftime. Maybe the Blue Jays can break it wide open here in the second half here at home. Itunis spots up for the 3. That one is off. Jonathan Zapinski, the putback. No, his putback again is good. So Jonathan Zapinski battling on the offensive glass. Gets the bucket, he now has 6. And it's a 10-point lead for Elmhurst. Let's see if they can slowly stretch that lead. Reach in, poked away by Zapinski. Hooker in the open floor, beautiful pass to Johnson, knocked away. Great defensive play by the Vikings. 3-ball attempt by Hanashevsky is good. So Matt Hanashevsky buries the triple. He now has 5. Boy, that was a big, big swing. Hooker will spot up for the 3. That's no good. Carr with another rebound. Going to the reverse and laying it in. Nicely done by Tyler Knuth. His first points of the game. Boy, it was a 10-point lead a moment ago. Now it's only a 5-point lead. 45-40. Blue Jays with the lead. Zapinski looking to get it to Ocean. Instead drives baseline on Carr. Head fake to the reverse. No, but a foul. Carr with the foul, his first of the game. Nice take to the hoop by Jonathan. A lot of beef going on right there. Zapinski going to the reverse. Couldn't get it to go, but now he comes to the line. An 83% free throw shooter. 7 now for Jonathan. Back into the game is Colton Gillingham for Augustana, as Jonathan looks for his 8th point of the night. And he's got it. All-time leading shot blocker in Elmhurst history, Jonathan Zapinski. 7-point lead, 47-40. Carr with the pass to Knuth. Knuth backing in on Hooker. No, but a foul. I think they're going to hit Wes Hooker with the push from behind. It is indeed on Wes.
First team foul on the Blue Jays. Knuth at the line with the 2 shots.
So 2 shots coming now for Tyler Knuth. 83% free throw shooter. Missed this one. He's one of the better free throw shooters on this Augustana Viking team. So Hooker comes out, taking Pearson, replaces him. Knuth hits the second free throw. Tyler now has 3. And it's 47-41. Wallach starting the offense, works around a Zapinski screen, now gets it to Jonathan. Jonathan on Carr, again to the reverse, no, Carr with the rebound. Carr hands it off to Hanashevsky. Hanashevsky on the drive, no good, tapped up by Carr, no, tapped again by Carr. Carr's put back again is good. Daniel Carr with 13. He's got to be close to double digits in rebounds. I'll have to check that in just a second. Here's Itunis, 47-43, Blue Jays by 4. Skip pass over here to Itunis. Zapinski left wide open for the 3, and he hits. Man, a lot. Jonathan Zapinski has really improved in his perimeter shot. He's got 11. Blue Jays by 7. Blue Jays looking good, playing very, very well tonight. Gillingham pulls up for the foul line, rattles around and out. Itunis with the rebound. Gets it to Pearson. Taken, bounce pass to Zapinski, and they're saying it was knocked out by Augustana. Hamilton back in the game along with Larson for the Vikings. Also back in Anthony Cooper. Augustana, like Elmhurst, a lot of substitutions, keeping fresh bodies in. Boy, Coach Jesse, he knows, just like Coach Baines knows, how difficult it is. This one knocked away, it's going to go to Augustana. How difficult it is to win on the road in this league. And one of the key factors is keeping fresh bodies out there. You do not want to get tired out in the second half. Home teams in this league can just blow you away. Seven-point lead for the Blue Jays. 12 on the shot clock. Hanashevsky for 3. Top of the key, no. Battle for the rebound, loose ball, and Ocean Johnson comes away with it. Ahead here to Pearson in the corner. Up top to Itunis. Tunis to Zapinski. Jonathan skip pass. Ocean Johnson open for the 3. Back of the iron. No. Oh, Zapinski just took it away from Larson. Gives it to Wallach, who lays it in. Good effort by Jonathan Zapinski on the offensive glass. Matt Wallach with the putback, his first 2 points of the game. Well, as I mentioned, I got a lot of texts. They want me to replay that shattered backboard. So Ashley is going to reset it, and here we go. Pearson has it right now, looks inside. Ocean, he goes up, and there's the shattered backboard. This happened early on in the second overtime on Saturday against the North Park Vikings. Watch it again in slow motion. Johnson goes up, there's the shattered backboard. Ocean landed on his lower back. And wow. He got scraped up a little bit at his arm, and another look at it. Lower back was sore. But again, he was in the starting lineup tonight and has played well. 8 first-half points for Ocean tonight. So again, he is in elite company. Daryl Dawkins and Shaquille O'Neal, the only 2 other players I can think of that shattered backboards in game competition. Boy, Ocean, he had to be, I wonder what was going through his mind after he shattered it. He had to be dazed and confused, wondering what the heck's going on. You saw the Blue Jay bench standing up and cheering as the backboard shattered. Now we got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Wallach with the foul. Wallach's first. Something you won't see every day, a shattered backboard. Back in the game to shot Dalipi for Coach Baines. And Gillingham will inbound it here. 14:41 left. The Blue Jays lead is 9. 52-43. Shot from the elbow is good by Anthony Cooper. 7 now for Anthony. And it's a 7-point lead for the Blue Jays. Vikings hanging around here in the second half. Just over 14 minutes remaining. Blue Jays looking for their 16th win of the season, looking for their 8th win of the conference. Currently 500 in league play at 7-7 are the Blue Jays. Itunis off the glass and in. Strong move over Gillingham. John now with 14. Blue Jays back up by 9. Ambrose driving into the lane. Turns on Thomas, leaves it well short, but a whistle and a foul. And it looks like they're going to hit Miles Thomas with the foul. For Miles, that would be his 3rd. Check that, his 2nd personal. 2 fouls on Miles. And that'll bring Ambrose to the line. He will have 2 shots. First trip to the foul line for Evan. Mentioned his dad, Pat Ambrose. Head coach at Stevenson for a long, long time. Evan hits the free throw. He'll have one more. 54-46. Second free throw is good by Ambrose, so he connects on both free throws. He's got 4 points, and it's 54-47. Here's Thomas, guarded by Ambrose. It's a good matchup right there, and a reach-in on Hamilton. Oh, no, they're going to hit it's going to be on Ambrose. For Ambrose, his 2nd. Thomas will inbound. 3 team fouls for both teams. Itunis picks up his dribble, gives it to Dalipi. His triple is good. A shot, Dalipi buries his 2nd triple of the night. Boy, his perimeter shot, he's got so much confidence in his shot. No hesitation whatsoever. And his triple now gives the Blue Jays a 10-point lead. 57-47. And a 30-second timeout taken. Well, I don't think they have any more timeouts, so this is going to have to be a full timeout taken here. 13 minutes and 17 seconds remaining, so a full timeout taken by Augustana. Actually, I don't know, can we get a shot of Victor E., the Blue Jay mascot? He makes an appearance here tonight. Victor was at all the home football games. There you take a look at Victor E. Now, I'm not sure, but it looks like Victor may have lost quite a bit of weight. I'm not sure what his diet is, if it's strictly birdseed or not, but we have got to get some more fat in his diet. We need to beef him up a little bit. Seems like he lost a lot of weight since the fall. But it's great to see Victor E. here tonight at R.A. Fagenal Hall. Mark Kruger along with Ashley Liljeberg, our executive producer, Glenn Liljeberg. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Special thanks to Matt Hoffey, the Director of Athletic Communications here at Elmhurst, for providing us with all the game notes, the stats, and the rosters. We appreciate him and his staff's work tonight. Again, the next game for the Blue Jays, it'll be the final regular season game. It'll be Saturday afternoon against the league-leading Wheaton Thunder. It'll be a doubleheader. The women will take on Wheaton at 2 o'clock, followed by the men. We'll have it for you here on BlueJayTV.com. Fadeaway from the right baseline is good by Tyler Knuth. He has 5. All 5 of his points coming here in the second half. Boy, this ought to be a great atmosphere on Saturday afternoon. Another 3-ball by Delipi. The shot now with 9. Blue Jays by 11. Carr trying to answer, and he does. Daniel Carr with 16. Carr had 11 the last time these two teams played on January 18th. Again, it's Delipi. That 3 won't go. Tapped around, loose ball. Itunis has it. No look pass to Thomas for 2. Beautiful pass by Itunis, and Miles, his first 2 points of the game. I think sharp would be a good word to describe the Blue Jays tonight. They are very sharp. Whistle and a foul is going to be called here on Miles Thomas, his 3rd. Back in the game, Jonathan Zapinski for Elmhurst. Matt Hawkins returns for Augustana. So it's a 10-point lead, 62-52 with just over 12 to go in regulation. Yeah, you don't think we're going to go into overtime again after that double overtime game on Saturday. And the hour-and-a-half delay to put a new backboard on. Oh, what a shot! A block by Zapinski. Oh, man. The league leader in blocked shots. Zapinski showing you why right there. Jonathan with the ball now. See if he goes baseline. Nope, instead up to Itunis. And he hits the 3. 17 for John Itunis. Game high score is John Itunis, and a timeout taken by Augustana with 11 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. A full timeout taken by the Vikings. Well, this has been a pretty good matchup between these two teams. I mentioned back on January 18th, Augustana won. They broke it open in the second half, winning 86-67. But in the last 10 meetings between these two teams, Elmhurst has won 5. Augustana has won 5. As you take a look at the Elmhurst University cheerleading. Team doing a great job of firing up this crowd here tonight. Good crowd on hand for a midweek CCIW battle. Of course, the Vikings, they draw pretty well too, coming down from the Quad Cities area. Augustana will finish its regular season on Saturday. A 7:15 tip-off against the North Park Vikings. The second place team in the CCIW, North Park. So the two Vikings will battle it out Saturday night up in Rock Island. That would be a pretty good matchup. And again, the Blue Jays have the league-leading Wheaton Thunders Saturday afternoon. So come on by. Boy, we're going to have a great crowd on hand here Saturday afternoon. Doubleheader. Elmhurst women will start things off at 2 o'clock, and then the men against Wheaton. Elevating Hawkins from 17, well short. Did it hit the rim? Yeah, they gave him a new shot clock. Larson's put back no, and it's finally Delipi coming down with it. Here's Itunis. Delipi, now it's Pearson. Pearson penetrating, taking it all the way off the glass. No, but he was fouled. So a good take by Tegan, and he will be rewarded with a pair of free throws here. Matt Hawkins with the foul, his second. Both teams with 4 team fouls here with 10:57 to go here in the second half. Tegan gets the free throw. He hits this next one, he'll be in double figures. He would become the 3rd different Blue Jay to get into double figures, and he does. Zapinski with 11, Itunis with 17, and now Pearson with 10. 67-52. Well, right now it's a comfortable lead, but man, you can't say comfortable in this league. And just like that, 3-ball by Tyler Canoe. And it's 67-55. Vikings down a dozen. Pearson trying to answer with a 3. Into the hands of Canoe. So the Vikings hit a triple here. They're down just single digits. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a foul called against Elmhurst. It's going to be on Itunis, his second. And so to the line will be Tyler Knuth. He'll have 2 shots. Knuth, an 83% free throw shooter on the year. Nothing but net on that free throw. He'll have 1 more. Wallach back in, Ocean Johnson back in, and we have not seen Wes Hooker. Well, we did a little bit. He had a little bit of time. He connected on a free throw as Knuth hits both free throws. But limited action for Wes in the second half, but at least he was out there. Remember, he started the second half for John Baines. And he's on the bench now at 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the half. 10-point lead for the Blue Jays. Boy, we need a healthy Wes Hooker. Thomas splits the defenders. It's blocked by Hamilton. And now it's Hanashevsky. Bounce pass to Hamilton. Hamilton picks up his dribble. Now he's in trouble. Finally gets it to Hawkins. 15 on the shot clock. Hawkins elevates, shoots. Nope. Zapinski with a huge rebound. Just took it away from Hamilton. Thomas holding him. Out into the corner to Ocean. Popping up top at the elbow is Zapinski. Oh, nice pass from Jonathan to Wallach. And he was blocked by Larson, but they're calling a foul. They're going to hit Chase Larson with the foul, his third. See Larson come over weak side help. Bit of the arm right there. So Wallach to the line where he will shoot 2. First trip to the foul line tonight for Wallach. (68-57). The lead is 11. 9:12 left. 2 free throws are good by Matt. And I'll tell you, boy, this is the time where you want your ball club to be playing their best, peaking, elevating, on the rise. Final games of the regular season, heading into the CCIW Conference Tournament. And hopefully if the Blue Jays can stay healthy. Oh, blocked by Zapinski, and he pats Larson on the back. And so Larson, pretty nice move here by Larson on the curl there. And you see Zapinski going up and got some body. So Larson to the line for the first time tonight. He's looking for his first points of the night. Chase hits the first free throw. The sophomore averaging just over 9 points per game. From Arlington Heights, he went to Prospect High School, so former Knight. Carr back in for Augustana. Second free throw coming up here for Chase Larson. Trying to make this a 10-point deficit, and it is. 69-59. Back into the game for Augustana, Colton Gillingham. Itunis gets it across half court. Wes back into the game. Good to see Wes Hooker back into the game. Into the corner, wide open for 3 as Pearson leaves it short. Carr with another rebound. 8:33 left. Blue Jays by 10. That three ball is off by Knuth. Kind of a quick shot that time by Tyler. Zapinski at the free throw line right now. Sets the screen for Itunis. Itunis elevates. Gets the roll. 19 for John Itunis. He is the game high scorer so far tonight. Whistle and a foul call here with 7:59 left.
Foul charge to Pearson, his second. 17.
Pearson with a foul, his second. It's the 7th team foul, so the Blue Jays are over the limit. And so Augustana will be shooting one in the bonus. Augustana, by the way, has 5 team fouls. So Gillingham to the line. He's 1 for 1 from the foul line tonight. He will have 1 in the bonus here. 8 points for Colton tonight. 71-60. Tick under 8 minutes remaining. 71-61 on the 2 free throws by Gillingham. Hooker guarded by Gillingham. Pearson working around a Zapinski screen. Jonathan has the ball now. Hands it off to Itunis. Zapinski open for the 3. Yes. Boy, he likes it from that spot. Zapinski's second triple of the night. 14 points for Jonathan Zapinski to turnover. Wes in transition, yes, and 1. And that a little bit of a dance there by Wes Hooker. I love it. Here's another look. Boy, you see him put it in another gear. His legs seem to be fine there. There's the contact, kissing it off the glass, and a chance for the three-point play. 10 points now for Wes Hooker. Timeout on the floor for Augustana. And we'll keep it here. 7:23 left to play. 76-61. Blue Jays with the lead. Wes Hooker with a nice take to the hoop. He was fouled by Matt Hanaszewski. That's his first. And so after the timeout, Hooker will come to the line looking to complete the three-point play. Again, North Park with a double overtime win on Saturday here at R.A. Fagenal Hall over the Blue Jays. It's the first time since the 2016-2017 season that North Park has swept Elmhurst during the regular season. North Park having a really good year. The Vikings 11-3 in conference, second place, and 18-5 overall. Wheaton, by the way, the Thunder, currently ranked number 8 in the country by D3Hoops.com, its latest poll. Wheaton is 12-2 overall and 20-3 overall, 12-2 in the league. Wheaton is at home tonight against Carroll. Again, Wheaton will be the Blue Jays guests on Saturday afternoon here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. Hooker's free throw is good, so he completes the three-point play. He's got 11. 77-61. Let's keep that clock moving here. Just over 7 minutes to go. And a whistle and a foul. Wes Hooker puts his hands to his cheeks, but Wes will get called for the foul. Good help defense. You see him sag down, but he pushed his back a little bit, I guess. But Hamilton was falling down anyway. DeLepe back in for the Blue Jays. So to the line is Hamilton, and he will shoot one in the bonus here. Mikey gets the first, so he'll have one more here. 3 points for Hamilton. Blue Jays are okay with exchanging buckets. No problem there. Second free throw is also good by Hamilton. And back into the game is Knuth for Augustana. Good shooter, good athlete. Pressure now in the backcourt by the Vikings. Itunis picks up his dribble, now gets it across to Zapinski. Back to John. Under 7 minutes left. 77-63. Elmhurst with the lead. Pearson penetrating into the lane, scoop shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hamilton. Strong rebound by Hamilton. Into the corner is Hawkins. Hawkins drives, got cut off by Itunis. Up top here to Larson. Hamilton on the drive, gets by Zapinski, missed the shot, and Jonathan with the rebound. Coach Baines yells out the play. See if they run a little bit of clock here. Shot clock down to 15. Itunis behind the back dribble, spin move, takes it all the way, lays it in. 21 for John Itunis. Man, he can get to the rack. Under 6 minutes remaining. To the hoop and to the reverse. Nicely done by Tyler Knuth. Boy, Knuth with 10 points, all of his points coming. Actually, he's got 12 coming in the second half. 79-65 Blue Jays. And a foul. And it's going to be on Hawkins. Pearson will come to the line. 17th foul, so it will be one and the bonus for Pearson as Evan Ambrose comes into the game, and Coach Baines wants a timeout. A full timeout taken by Elmhurst. 5:29 left. I'll tell you what, we'll take a timeout as well. Blue Jays lead it 79-65. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Welcome back, along with our producer and director, Ashley Liljeberg, Mark River. Delighted that you're with us here tonight for Blue Jay basketball. Their opponents, the Augustana Vikings. 5:29, you see the numbers on the bottom of your monitor. 5:29 left. Blue Jays with the lead. Pearson won and the bonus and cannot get it to go. Still a 14-point advantage for the Blue Jays. Down on the block, well, actually taking the shot, Knuth. Pearson comes down with it. Pearson into the front court. Here's Itunis. Flips it to Ocean Johnson. Zapinski had the ball stolen away. Ambrose now. He's going to take it all the way. Block. Was that Pearson or Zapinski? I think it was Jonathan that got the block. They both were up there. As Ambrose tried for the layup. .453 left. Ambrose is going to inbound it, gets it into Hawkins, elevates, no good. Loose ball, Ambrose got it. New shot clock at 20. Ambrose gives it off to Hawkins. To Carr. With 7 on the shot clock, a whistle and a foul. Ocean Johnson with the foul. And for Ocean, his first. So one of the bonus here for Evan Ambrose. Ambrose 2 for 2 from the foul line tonight. Buried a couple of free throws a couple of moments ago, and now he buries another one. 5 for Evan. Looks like Gillingham is going to come in for Ambrose if he makes this free throw. And he does. Oh, actually, he's going to come in for Larson. 6 points, by the way, for Evan Ambrose. 79-67. The lead is 12. Pressure. They get it up across. DeLippe into the corner. Ocean Johnson. And they'll run some clock here. 4:20 left. Pearson with a skip pass here in the corner to DeLippe. 10 on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 6. Good ball movement. Johnson wide open for a 3. Yeah. Beautifully executed by the Blue Jays on offense. They worked some clock. Johnson got the 3, but now a quick whistle after the made bucket by Johnson. I think it may be a delay of game warning on Zapinski. But in any event, it's 82-67 with 4 minutes to go. Ambrose takes it all the way, lost control on the way up. Zapinski ahead to Itunes. Pearson looks around, he's wide open for the 3 and he is. 13 for Tegan Pearson, his 3rd from downtown. 85-67. It's an 18-point lead. 3.5 left. And it looks like Augustana running out of gas here. Hawkins, double team. Here's Gillingham into the lane. And, a little bit of a bump by DeLippe. The shot, his 2nd. You see, Gillingham, he was in trouble at the elbow. He had his left foot in the lane. Almost a 3-second violation, but DeLippe bailed him out with a foul. 10th foul against Elmhurst here in the half, so Gillingham will have 2 free throws. Colton comes up short on that one. One more coming. Colton looking to get into double figures. Rattles that one in, he now has 10. Back in the game is Larson. Coming out is Knuth. Pressure now in the backcourt by Augie, but they get it ahead to Ocean Johnson, who's into the front court. Double team, gets it off to DeLippe. And now it's Pearson. And a foul there by Gillingham. And for Augustana, it's 8th team foul, so 1 and the bonus coming for DeLippe. For Pearson. And Pearson, one of the better free throw shooters, not only on the Blue Jay team, but in the league. 88%. Hooker back in for DeLippe. Taking us 2 for 3 from the foul line here in the game tonight. He's got 13 points. Man, I can't emphasize enough how good the Blue Jays have looked tonight. Taking care of the basketball, hitting the glass, passing the ball effectively, not forcing a lot of shots, hitting their foul shots. Pearson hitting the 2 here. He's got 15. 87-68. Oh, nice drive, but no good Itunis comes away with it to Pearson. Bounce pass to Hooker, that extra pass up top, and they'll run some clock. Coach Baines has excellent free throw shooters out there on the floor. Here's Zapinski to Itunis. Shot clock down to 10. Inside to Hooker. Hooker leans in, takes the shot off the glass too strong. Ambrose with the rebound. Steal by Wes Hooker. And a foul on Ambrose. Good quick hands by Wes Hooker. For Ambrose, it's his third. So Wes, there you see the quick hands. Hooker to the line. One and the bonus. Hanaszewski checks back into the game for Coach Jesse. So Wes Hooker now one and the bonus. Blue Jays not putting anybody on the line. They're all back around half court. First free throw is good by Wes. A dozen for Hooker. Back in the game for Augustana is Tyler Knuth. Back into the game for the Blue Jays is Reese Taylor. .13 points for Wes Hooker. 2:25 left, 89-68. It's a 21-point lead. So the Blue Jays were turning the favor of Augustana. Carr down low puts it in. Augie broke it open in the second half back on January 18th. As Augustana won at home against Elmhurst, 86-67. And now here in Elmhurst, the Blue Jays lead with under 2 minutes to go, 89-70. Blue Jays led by 7 at halftime. Tried to alley-oop it to Ocean Johnson. Inside Larson, no. Carr with the rebound. His putback is no good. It went off of John Itunis. It will go to Augustana. Should have a fresh 20, and they do. 1:36 to go. And now Coach Baines going to his bench. .136 left, 89-70. It looks like the Blue Jays are going to improve to 16-8 overall. Shot down low. Boy, that one was good by number 42, Dane Wojcik. His first 2 points of the game. Into the game for Elmhurst, Braden Flanagan. Flanagan has it now at the top of the key. Caleb Leslie is into the game as well for the Blue Jays. 3-ball attempts here by Flanagan is good. So Flanagan gets into the scoring column. Flanagan, a 5'11 sophomore. And it's 92-72. It's a 20-point advantage. Steal. John Witcher lays it in off the glass. So Witcher in the scoring column. Couple of guys that don't see a lot of time getting some varsity minutes and capitalizing. 94-72, and the lead-in is good by Knuth. Tyler Knuth with 14 points, all of them coming in the second half. He was shut out in that first half. Sebastian Blahout, number 0, is into the game, along with Braden Gable, number 33. Great job by the Blue Jays tonight. 7-point halftime lead. They broke it wide open in the second half. Drive by Witcher is blocked from behind. Nicely done by Wojcik. 9 seconds remaining. And a reach-in foul on Braden Flanagan. It's going to stop the clock with 6 7/10 seconds to go. We'll take another look at the reach-in right there by Flanagan. And so that'll put Gillingham to the line to shoot 2. Gillingham hits that free throw, and he'll have one more. Second free throw is also good by Gillingham. He's got a dozen. Final seconds winding down here. That's going to be your final score. Flanagan is going to dribble it out. So the Elmhurst University Blue Jays looking awful impressive here tonight as they knock off the Vikings of Augustana by a score of 94-76. We'll get you the leading scorers here in just a second. Leading the way for the Blue Jays was John Itunis. He was the game-high scorer with 21 points. Jonathan Sapinski added 14, Pearson had 15, Hooker with 13, Johnson with 11. 5 different Blue Jays in double figures. Nishat Dalipi chipped in with 9. Meanwhile, for Augustana, Tyler Knuth had 14 points, all of them coming in the second half. Daniel Carr had 18 points. Evan Ambrose had 6. Colton Gillingham had a dozen for Augustana. So again, your final score here tonight. Blue Jays win it 94-76. We'll talk to you again on Saturday. So for Ashley Liljeberg, Mark Kruger saying so long from R.A. Fagenal Hall. Again, your final score, Blue Jays win it 94-76. So long, everybody.